Hey everybody, hope you are having a great day, a little bit later than normal, but wanted to be able to share some passage with you. It's from Isaiah 61. After I read this, you're going to say, oh, I've heard this before. So let me read Isaiah 61 to you, and then we'll kind of go over it a little bit. It's a great passage from Isaiah. In chapter 61, verses 1, 2, and 3, Isaiah wrote, "The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to grant to those who mourn in Zion, to give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they may be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified." Now, if you're wondering, where have I heard this before? It's in the Gospel of Luke, in chapter 4, verses 18 and 19. Jesus came into the temple and he undid the scroll and he read from this passage. And then Jesus said, "I am the fulfillment of this passage." And how the Pharisees were not happy with what Jesus said. And it's a great passage. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me because the Lord has anointed me. And why did the Lord anoint Jesus? What was he supposed to do? He was to bring good news to the poor. He was sent to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, to open the prison to those who are bound. And it's not just about those who are in prison, but it's sometimes we are captive ourselves to our own sin nature. And it's to give us that freedom. And Jesus came to free us, to bring good news, the gospel. And it doesn't just free us today. It's not just about salvation so that we have our ticket punched, but it's about God going through this journey with us. And so Jesus came to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, the day of vengeance of our God, to have the day of vengeance against those who refuse to worship Jesus, to comfort those who mourn. And then three things that he says, to give them, to those who mourn, to give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes. Remember, they would put ashes on their head as a sign of mourning. And so a beautiful headdress, that they would have the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they would be called oaks of righteousness, that would show their strength and their power that would come through the Lord. And so it's a reminder for us of what God gives to us, the blessing that is available for us. And so we can go into the world proclaiming the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord didn't anoint me. He anointed me to be a follower, but he anointed Jesus to be my God so that he would journey with me. And whatever goes on in life, I know he is with me. He's not going to fail me. He's not going to forsake me. But he seeks to give me liberty. He seeks to set me free, to heal that which is broken. That is great news. That is something for us to hold on to, because the Lord God loves us and he's anointed us to be his children. Have a great night. God bless you.